Does the producer Tim have like a
lots
beeping
of
horn?
time.
Because I might say some things.
Yes, producer Tim does have beeping horns. Welcome to SportsCenter. Brought to you by Tim Hortons. It's Jay and Dan. I really messed up the name of the show.
It's SportsCenter with Jay and Dan, presented by Tim Hortons.
Hey, the first Sunday of the NFL season in the books.
So exciting. After a very strange weekend where Antonio Brown was a Raider, and then he was released. He posted some weird videos in the meantime, and then he ended up getting signed by the Patriots, though unofficially. They haven't announced it officially, and he was not in the lineup for the Patriots as they faced Antonio Brown's old team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, on Sunday Night Football. I hope you got all that. And New England unveiling their 6th championship banner. The Pats and Steelers, by the way, the only franchises with 6 Super Bowl wins. Yes, Gronk was there. Tom Brady's 42 years old, starting his 20th NFL season. Brady to Josh Gordon. A lot of people wondering, how will Josh Gordon be around Antonio Brown? Will that be a good influence? We're not sure. Pats driving again in the second quarter. Brady to Philip Dorsett, 25-yard score. The Pats dominated the Steelers in the first half, 20-0 at the break. Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels on the call. Brady's 3rd TD pass of the night, 4th quarter. Steelers center B.J. Finney doesn't snap it, just doesn't snap it. He just forgot.
False start. Offense. All the linemen except for the center. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
Yeah, so he's the only.
That was a funny line. Pats hammer the Steelers. After the game, Brady asked about the team's newest addition.
Everyone comes in here and works as hard as they can to try to establish a great role, and you know, it's about getting him up to speed. He's obviously a great player. I mean, I played against him for a long time, so we're excited to have him and try to incorporate him the best way we can.
We busted it. We own it. We chew it. It sucks. We can't have that and be varsity. We can't have that and be competitive, but we had it tonight. And so that's why I said what I said. We were not ready for prime time.
It's almost great. Giants Cowboys Ezekiel Elliott back just in time for the regular season with a new $90 million extension. Dak Prescott, he's going to get a big raise probably this week. Torch the Giants defense all game. Blake Jarwin. That's Blake Jarwin touchdown. Prescott free agent at the end of the season. Yeah, he'll be a Cowboy though. Next Cowboys possession, Jason Witten. His first touchdown after coming back from retirement. Yeah, he was in the broadcast booth in 2018. Jason Garrett says, hey, good to see you. Prescott, his 3rd touchdown pass, this time to Amari Cooper, who will also be a free agent at season's end. Prescott, 256 passing yards in the first half. That is a career high. In the 3rd, Randall Cobb. It's touchdown number 4 for Prescott. The dissection of the Giants' defense continues. Prescott to Michael Gallup, inventor of the Gallup poll, 62 more yards. Prescott becomes the first Cowboys quarterback to throw for over 400 yards in a season opener. He also had a perfect quarterback rating, something I'm sure he will bring up in contract talks. Elliott was quiet, finally breaks free, and reaches over the goal line for his first touchdown of the season. The Cowboys roll over the G-men. They won at 35-17.
Well, the MVP had no touchdown passes and 2 interceptions against Jacksonville last year. Only opponent that didn't allow a touchdown pass to Patrick Mahomes. 3rd play from scrimmage. It's the Chiefs and Jags.
68-yard touchdown.
Ian Eagle on the call on the Tiffany Network, CBS. Last year's league-leading offense picking up right where it left off. The Chiefs have now scored in the opening quarter in 22 straight games. That ties an NFL record. Nick Foles signed that 4-year, $88 million contract with the Jags in the offseason. Goes deep to DJ Chark, do-do-do-do-do-do, DJ Chark, do-do-do-do-do-do, DJ Chark, do-do-do-do-do, but Foles suffers a broken left collarbone on the play and will have surgery on Monday. Out indefinitely. Devastating news for the Jags. Chiefs have injury issues of their own. Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. Hill dislocates his shoulder on the play. Won't need surgery, but will be out for several weeks. So with KC's #1 receiver out, Mahomes turns back to Watkins, who had a career day. 49-yard touchdown, wide open. Mahomes 8 for 9 for 211 yards in the first quarter alone. In the second, yeah, we're just getting the second quarter here. Chiefs 3rd and goal. Mahomes sacked, loses it. KC recovers, but Mahomes shaken up. And it says here that the Chiefs were holding their breath as he limped to the sideline. I don't know why you would hold your breath. You would just look and hope things would go well. But why would you just hold your breath? Why would you do that to yourself? Skip to the fourth, 30-13, Mahomes and Watkins. It's a hat trick. Sammy Watkins matches his entire outfit from last year with 3 TD catches on the day. Had almost 200 yards receiving. Chiefs win.
16 years. Yep, it's been 16 years since the Cleveland Browns made the playoffs, but that may change this year. Actually, if it doesn't change, that may be the bigger surprise, as this year's Cleveland Browns are the talk of football. They have their franchise quarterback in Baker Mayfield and a receiver for the ages in Odell Beckham Jr. Too much hype? Well, why don't we find out? They're playing the Titans in their opener. Browns in search of their first division title in 30 years. One man who's not buying into the hype is the Titans' Delanie Walker.
That's the NFL. You know, they like to pick the team that they assume is going to be Super Bowl champs because they got guys on that team that they, you know, I guess they can turn the whole organization around. Now I expect them to talk about Cleveland Browns, Cleveland this, Cleveland that, and we're going to go in there and play football, you know what I mean? As a group, we just got to handle the noise and play our game.
Okay, Browns with the ball to start the game. Baker Mayfield finds his new receiver for the first down and a bit more. Odell Beckham Jr.'s first catch as a member of the Browns. A couple plays later. Browns in the red zone. Mayfield hands it to Dontrell Hilliard. Muscles his way in for the touchdown. Okay, the hype's looking pretty real. Cleveland has the early lead. Browns offense rather quiet the rest of the half. Late second, pinned way back in their own end. Mayfield drops back. Sacked by Cam Wake, the former BC Lion who signed a 3-year deal with the Titans. Mayfield takes a shot on that throwing arm before going down. He was shaken up. 12-6 Titans at the half. Fourth quarter, down 9. Mayfield looking for OBJ. One problem. Picked up by Kevin Byard. Byard runs it back inside the Cleveland 40. That led to another Titans touchdown. Tennessee up 29-13. Mayfield picked for a 3rd time in the quarter. Malcolm Butler runs it all the way back to the house. It's a pick 6, and look where he ends up, in the dog pound. Cleveland fans stunned. It's the largest Titans opening win in franchise history.
All in this quarter.
This is just another game. We ain't worried about it. I'm going to tell you again, man, they were who we thought they were. Y'all can crown them if you want to crown them. Still got to play football.
Everybody's going to throw us in the trash. I think that's good. I know what type of men we have in this locker room, and quite frankly, I don't really give a damn what happens on the outside. I know how we're going to react. I know what we're going to do, how we're going to bounce back, and we got a Monday night game coming up, so we don't really care. We're ready to go.
Rams and Panthers, Cam Newton fashion watch. Yes, that is a barbed wire hat. He suffered a mid-ankle sprain preseason, ready to go for week 1. It's his first regular season start since December 17th. Passes blocked. Christian McCaffrey grabs it. McCaffrey coming off a single-season running back record of 107 catches last year. Panthers down 10 in the second. McCaffrey looking to hurdle Eric Weddle. He goes up and just clobbers him in the head with his knee. Weddle is down. Watch when they take his helmet off. It's something out of Friday the 13th.
And it looks like Eric Weddle. And it is.
Yikes!
Veteran, but the first-year
Head covered in blood. He left with a head laceration, did not return.
Look at that high.
Rams still up 10 in the fourth. Panthers special teams. Huge block. Setting the offense up inside the 10 a few plays later. McCaffrey gets it, And he's in. Touchdown. His second of the game, cuts the lead to 3. Defending NFC champs. They have the ball. Todd Gurley breaks free for the first and more. 3rd and 1. Gurley keeps the drive alive, sheds a tackle. And, he's in the red zone. He finished with 97 rushing yards, 64 of those in the 4th. 2nd and goal. Jared Goff finds Tyler Higbee. Touchdown. Goff's lone touchdown on the day puts them back up by 10. Newton throwing for a first down, picked up by Corey Littleton. He said, quote, Cam's a readable guy, end quote. Newton to finish the day, 1 pick, no touchdowns, as the Rams beat the Panthers.
Total drama tennis. Rafael Nadal looking to make history at Arthur Ashe. Those highlights coming up. It's SportsCenter with Jay and Dan on TSN this morning on your TV set.
U.S. Open men's final. Rafael Nadal playing in his 27th Grand Slam championship. Daniil Medvedev playing in his first major final. Nadal won the first 2 sets. In the third, Medvedev up 6-5. 2 points away from taking the set. Medvedev forehand winner down the line. Guess who was there? Lindsey Vonn and PK Subban, newly engaged. He broke Nadal to force a 4th set. In the 4th, Medvedev up 5-4 with set point.
Going the distance in New York. Now can Medvedev win his first ever career 5-setter?
Medvedev forcing a 5th and final set. Nadal's only lost once in 209 matches after winning the first 2 sets at a slam. On serve, tied at 2. Rafa fought back after going down 40-love. Break point. Rafa gets the early break, bringing his fiancée to her feet. They've been engaged. They've been together since 2005. Maybe get married? Nadal at 5-2, serving for his 19th career major title. Called for a time violation as the serve clock expires. That's a loss of a first serve. Second time it's happened to Rafa in the set. Second serve facing break point. Nadal double faults. Huge moment as Medvedev breaks Rafa to extend the match. Medvedev consolidated the break to make it 5-4. Nadal has a second chance to serve for the championship. What the? Has he got an RV?
Looks like a spit tune.
Rafa fought at break point. Now at deuce. Nadal drop shot. Medvedev can't chase it down. That gives Nadal championship point number 3.
You will never forget this fight. Rafa Nadal pushed to his limits.
Rafa wins a 5-set thriller. 4 hours, 51 minutes, 3 minutes shy of the longest U.S. Open final ever. 33, Rafa becomes the oldest U.S. Open champ since 1970. It's his 19th Grand Slam title, moving him 1 behind Roger Federer for the all-time lead. Mark Rowe with the champ.
In a match like that where the momentum is suddenly going against you, what are you telling yourself going to that 5th set to get it back onto your terms?
Well, just resist, because at some point I thought that I'm gonna have one chance if I was able to not lose my serve at the beginning of that 5th set. And then happened. I found a way. I had my chance. I converted. And then I was nervous. I was not able to close the match. It was a very, very, very dramatic end.
Rafa, congratulations on behalf of all of Canada. Hope you enjoy this.
See you next year. Thank you very much.
Mark Rowe with those on-court exclusives.
He is killing it down there.
Nadal, the first man to win 5 Grand Slam titles after the age of 30. And he moves into a tie with John McEnroe for 4th most U.S. Open titles.
3rd TD of the game for the $645,000 man.
I remember when Eckler used to be an NHL insider.
That was Eklund.
Oh.
He's not with us anymore. I mean in spirit. You know what I'm saying. He's not relevant.
Foxborough Social Media Consultants, Inc.
All right, here we are. Dan, this is what we've all been waiting for, okay, this moment. Because there's so many stories to cover from the first Sunday of the NFL season, we decided we needed to create a new segment. It's Jay and Dan's Deeper Dive. Again, you are Bill Belichick. I guess I'm Andy Reid. We're not 100% sure, but we think I'm Andy Reid. At least they could have put a mustache on me. Odell Beckham Jr. made his debut with the Browns on Sunday. Everybody was checking out his wrist. Dan, the three-time Pro Bowler, had a Richard Mille RM 1103 McLaren flyback chronograph, which is otherwise known as a really expensive watch. $350,000 watch on his wrist for the game. Finished with 7 receptions, 71 yards, no touchdowns. This is fascinating to you, just the concept of a professional football player wearing a watch in a game.
It would immediately get broken, you would think. I once went through airport security, took my watch off, and it fell, and it broke going through airport security. Why do you need to know the time during a football game?
I don't know. Maybe he had somewhere to be after, and he was concerned. He was like, oh, gosh, we're losing anyway. My quarterback's throwing picks like crazy. I have something to get to in the cleat.
So that was a cool watch. You saw Cam Newton earlier. He's known for his extravagant outfits. He's in mid-season form. Showed up to the game against the Rams in a T-shirt suit, a scarf tied around his head, and a fedora with barbed wire around it. A lot to unpack here, starting with the barbed wire hat.
My eyes are drawn to the sleeves. The concept of a suit with short sleeves. I feel like in the summer we should, into Chino, maybe think about rocking that for us, right? Short sleeve suits.
But the grandmother scarf around the head.
That's the big one. Yeah, the what do you call it? The babushka? I don't know what they call it.
A kerchief?
But if your baba, that's what she would wear, right? Or your nana maybe, or your popo. They're cold in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Cam's afraid of catching cold. He's getting up there now.
I guess you don't want to get pneumonia during the season.
No, you don't. Actually, cameraman Glenn has pneumonia because this studio's so cold. So we've wrapped a bonnet around him, and we'll show you that later. After the Cowboys win against the Giants on Sunday, Jerry Jones said a new deal with Dak Prescott is imminent, and it could be done within a matter of days. Prescott, sensational on Sunday against the Giants, 25 of 32. 405-yard passing, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. He basically used this game to say to Jerry Jones, you promised me I would have a deal before the start of the season. The season has started, so let me show you why I should have a deal.
That's his resume
right
reel.
That's it right there.
So he's going to get at least $100 million guaranteed.
Because we know Carson Wentz got 107. We know Jared Goff got 110 million guaranteed. I feel like he'll get more because I just feel like the agents go in and say, well, I've got to have more. I can't come back to my player and say, you're going to have to say a little less. It's always got to be a record number of guaranteed dollars. And then Patrick Mahomes will break it all.
Yeah, he will. Jerry Jones, his wrist must be getting sore.
Signing the checks. Maybe he just sends them Interact e-transfers.
Hey, we got some bizarre news from Sunday. The Philadelphia 76ers, Mike Scott, attended an organized tailgate for the Eagles home opener. One problem, he's a Redskins fan, so he wore a Washington jersey and red pants to the tailgate. Even Eagles fans urged him to reconsider on Twitter, to which he replied, what's going to happen? Well, a video on social media surfaced and showed what did happen. A man who appears to be Scott in an altercation with 2 Eagles fans. The 76ers released a statement that they are aware of the situation and are gathering more information. And Scott, he's become a popular player in the city for responding to invitations on social media and showing up and hanging out with fans.
I love that. He's 6'8", 237, so he can handle himself, but he's outnumbered severely, and it's Philadelphia. The one tweeter said it best, it's different here. Philadelphia's different. You just can't wear Redskins stuff.
Didn't they throw batteries at Santa once?
They're really intense fans. They will boo you. They will throw things at you. They will fight you even though you play for one of their professional sports teams. I hope he's okay. When we come back, We're going to talk a little baseball. The Blue Jays trying to break their September goose egg against Tampa. You're watching SportsCenter with Jay and Dan on TSN.
Pride of Calgary, Mike Soroka, is in the Cy Young conversation. Remarkable, considering the 22-year-old is in his rookie season. Soroka, the handful of regular season starts left, hit the bump. No, he hit a bump on the Cy Young Road Sunday. A big bump. Max Scherzer, third in the NL with a 2.60 ERA. Canadian, Mike Soroka, second at 2.53. Second batter of the game is Adam Eaton. Yeah, boy. Soroka gave up a career-worst 2 home runs in his last start. Second inning, Yan Gomes jumps on a changeup. That's 424 feet, 3-0 Nats. In the third, Juan Soto. More like Juan Goto. He's 30 here. Soroka gave up a career high 30, no, not 33, 3 home runs. If he gave up 33 home runs in a game, that would be bad. Scherzer in the
Should we
fifth.
leave him in? It's only 29.
Ronald Acuna gone. Facing Josh Donaldson in the 6th.
And Josh Donaldson.
I don't know. Donaldson is mad here that he caught it? You got to be kidding me, I think he said. The Nats ace allowed 1 run over 6 innings as the Nationals win 9-4.
And social media is all over our news segment, our Sunday segment, Jay and Dan's Deeper Dive. They're talking about it. Hashtag Jay and Dan's Deeper Dive, trending on Twitter as we speak. And when we come back, Dan, Bianca Bibi continues to bask in the glow of her U.S. Open triumph. It's just incredible. We're going to hear from her next. The run is just beginning for Bianca Andreescu of Mississauga, Ontario, who won the U.S. Open Saturday and then went to the observation deck of 30 Rock on Sunday to show off the trophy and insist that she is taking her newfound fame in stride.
I think that's just me as a person. I really don't want to change, and I think I just have a really good support team around me. At the end of the day, I'm still human no matter what, and I have amazing parents and friends that just help me stay grounded. At the beginning of the year, I wanted to crack the top 100, but I guess I have to start setting my goals a bit higher. Let's say top 3 by the end of the year, and I don't know, win the WTA Tour Finals. I always say dream big to get big, and I've been like that ever since I was a little kid, thanks to my mom. She's my role model, so I thank her for that. And yeah, I just want to keep dreaming big because that's what helped me get to this point in my life. I just want to go back home and feel all the good vibes back in Canada because I've been getting all your support, not only this past tournament, but just throughout this whole year. And I mean, I've been feeling it on social media, but actually being there to witness it and feel it will be something very special.
I tell you,
looks so beautiful.
We watched that match together on Saturday.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, I was a crying mess.
You were a puddle of tears.
Yep.
It is an amazing, amazing accomplishment. And the fact that she did it at the age of 19, this meteoric rise, she wins at Indian Wells. She has the injury. She comes back from the injury, and the way she came back during the semifinal match, when you thought that second set she was just going to give up and move on to no, she just kept plowing through. She's an unbelievable person.
And she beat Serena.
Beat Serena in straight sets.
Yes, and in the second set, when the crowd started to turn on her, you knew it was going to happen, but she just blocks that out. Nothing phases her. She's 19. At 19, I was working at a car wash.
And I don't even know what I was doing.
Hey, are you tired of football highlights yet? Well, too bad, because it's a football-packed edition of the Jannies. Next.
Jannies! The fall version. Oh, Dan, you saw tractor pull on Saturday.
That's right, full pull. Nothing like a full pull.
Vernon Davis, 35 years young, leaping over defenders and scoring touchdowns. Just getting it done. But the Redskins lost.
Phillip Rivers thrown to the end zone. Malik Hooker One-handed interception.
Picked off by Malik Hooker, and Hooker back up the sideline.
One-handed.
Number 29. Well, every time.
That's nice.
Angels and White Sox. So goes the right field corner, Ryan Cordell.
Look at those throwbacks.
Cordell at the line in the
Cordell. Yeah, those are. I remember those uniforms growing up thinking they were so ugly. And now they're still pretty ugly.
I love them. Daniil Medvedev with a set point. Incredible return on the pass. Rafa Nadal.
He was a heel, and now is he a good guy?
Yeah, they love him. They like that he's got personality.
I think he's great. I mean, what a match he played. Martin Prado at the dish here. Fan's going to make a catch, then during the same at-bat. Okay, that's a nice get. Same at-bat sends a foul ball to the same spot. Same fan makes another grab. Well, that's one that producer Tim probably could have left out.
Eli Manning to Cody Latimer. So many one-handed grabs in the NFL. It's those sticky gloves. I tell you.
Andy Dalton and the Bengals lost, but here he goes. He whiffs on the pass, and Al Woods, 330 pounds. He's got it. And the Seahawks narrowly get the victory at home over the Bengals, though they failed the cup.
I did not leave the couch all day Sunday.
Why would you?
You need to do life things.
No, those are not necessary. It's the worst play of the day. B.J. Finney, center for your Pittsburgh Steelers, didn't snap the football. Did not snap the football.
Out there. Everybody.
So everybody on offense called for the false start, except for B.J. Finney.
Highlight of the night. Phillip Rivers picked up by Malik Hooker, son of T.J. Hooker.
Oh, what a show that was. Shatner just, all he did was run. He ran after people. They had police cars in the 80s. Shatner just wanted to run.
That's your highlight of the night.
T.J. Hooker, look it up.
You blew it?
Locklear was on it.
I'm told that Eric Weddle bleeding was more like Carrie than Friday the 13th.
I thought it was like wrestling, like the old AWA days.
Yeah. And you also blew it. You forgot what you were doing when you were 19.
Flunking out of the University of Alberta. Almost. I did pass, but barely. But I did waste a significant amount of my parents' hard-earned money.
A good life lesson.
Oh, it was.
For them.
For them. Don't raise an idiot. They got it right later with my sister.
Hey, sometimes you got to stumble before you can walk.
I went to university for 6 years and got a pretty nice 4-year degree from Ryerson, so it all worked out.
Took my watch off, and it fell, and it broke going through airport security. Why do you need to know the time?